Okay guys, I'm back with another setup for Assetto Corsa. This time it's Meet the AC team, and it's another gold medal setup, driving the BMW 1M Stage 3. So, you have a little look at the details of the car. It's pushing out 400 horsepower, weighing just 1,495 kilograms. So it's got quite a bit of power for a small little road car. We're racing around Vale Longer again, and it's 4:30, clear weather, 22 degrees. So we had another little issue with this lap on this special event. Within the setup, there was something glitching on the rear tow bar, and I couldn't. One side of the car kept glitching to a maximum setting, which I didn't want, and it was causing horrible oversteer through corners and like a weird handling trait that I didn't like. Managed to I couldn't get rid of it either. I kept exiting and re-going in the event, but it kept coming back. I don't know if it's something that I've done within the setup and it's just caused it now. But as you can see there, I'll try and help you out a bit with the setup, and I'll explain what I think you should do, because hopefully it won't do it for yourself. But we still managed to squeeze a gold with a horrible handling car. We tried resetting the setup and then going back to like doing the setup again, but it just kept doing it to that part of the setup. I don't know what was wrong with it, but as you can see there, we were fighting with it on the corners. You can see how I showed this view to try and emphasize the point about the handling. How I was having to fight the rear end. I know this car was quite like that anyway, but it shouldn't be as bad as that. You could feel how one side of the car was just not right. I can't really explain it too well, because the feeling I was getting on the wheel, you can really feel on the Assetto Corsa with the physics and how good they are when you know something's wrong with the setup. But we managed to fight through the lap, as you can see now. We're keeping it as tidy as we can. I only spent about, I think, maybe 20-25 minutes on this one, because it was annoying me that I couldn't really fix the setup. But we managed to beat the goal time by a couple attempts, and there was probably another second off that. I think if you could fix the setup and get it how I wanted it, you could probably beat it by a second and a half, 2 seconds maybe. But it was it would have been a really fun car to drive, this as well, because it had a lot of grip and a little bit of oversteer. Just the way it was doing it with this setup was horrible, and I'll show you what it was doing within the setup as I've recorded it and put it into the setup, what it kept doing to me, and it was really annoying. But we see there, we're taking the last bend, we get it nice and clean still, and I think this corner, I don't think we really had much oversteer on this corner. We managed to keep that exit reasonably nice. I don't know if the tyres were warming up a bit now, so it was kind of getting rid of the horrible bit of setup that was for the start of the lap, but it was still there. And I'll go through what the problem was now as we look at the times you need there. So we got the goal time, and it was just a couple of hundreds faster than what you need, but there should be a 4 second possible faster than that if you can fix this up. Now look, on the toes, every time I kept putting it down to -1, which I wanted it on, I'll show you now, like, you literally go back, you change all the setup, and then you go back into the setup, go back to setup, and it's back to -4 on that right hand side. There was no way to get that, for me to get that back to -1. Every time I did it, it would just keep doing it. I'd go back and setup, and it's back to -4 again. I don't know what was going on with the setup, but I mean, you can't really change much, so I'm just going to leave it on there for you to see what I changed anyway. But for some reason, it just kept doing that within the setup, and it was frustrating, because having one side of the car have a higher tow like that to the other side was not nice, especially that tyre as well. It was the inside right tyre on a clockwise track. It's not something I'd want to be there, but we managed to fight through the issue and get the goal time. But if you guys can just manage to get it to -1 on both rears and stay on -1, you should be able to beat the time comfortably by at least 500. You can see there on the replay, back end was going loose. Anyway guys, I'll leave you the rest of this replay. I hope that if you can get that setup working properly, it'll help you get the goal time. But it's still possible with the glitch setup that I was doing. It was still possible to get that goal. It just wasn't the nicest car to drive like that. I could feel that the car would have been a reasonably good car to drive if I could have just fixed that one setup glitch. But anyway guys, I'll leave you the rest of the replay from the TV cameras. If you've liked the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe for more future videos. Thanks again for watching, guys.